Hi, I'm Meg from the Edmonton Public Library, and today I'm here to talk about mindfulness. And I also have some activities for you to try out. So, you may have heard of mindfulness, the ability to be fully present in the moment, and that it can have numerous benefits, including decreasing stress and sadness to helping you to focus better. But what exactly is mindfulness? And first, it's helpful to become familiar with the meaning of mindfulness and how it relates to meditation. So, mindfulness is the quality of being present fully in the moment and not being distracted or judging what's happening. Just being aware of our thoughts and feelings without getting caught up in them. And we train in that moment to moment awareness by meditation. So, they are connected but not the same. In teaching our mind to be present in everyday life, we're teaching ourselves to live more mindfully by just being in the present and taking a breath, which is particularly helpful when faced with challenging circumstances or difficult situations. Here's the thing that many people find confusing about mindfulness. It's not a temporary state of mind that is present just when you're meditating and then poof, vanishes for the rest of the day. Instead, mindfulness is a way of living where we're able to step back and look at the present moment in any situation. Mindfulness doesn't eliminate stress or all difficulties. Instead, by becoming aware of unpleasant thoughts and emotions as they arise because of challenging situations, we have more choice in how to handle them in the moment and a better chance of reacting calmly and empathetically when we're faced with those stressful challenges. Of course, practicing mindfulness does not mean that we never get angry. Rather, it allows us to be more thoughtful in how we want to respond, and whether that's calmly or maybe still being angry but not being out of control. One way to develop this skill, as I said, is meditation. And mindfulness meditation doesn't change just our mindset and perspective, but it can actually change your brain, which is, I think, just so cool. Studies have found that 8 weeks of mindfulness meditation can change our brains, rewiring them towards more positive thoughts and emotion. And that's not all. Mindfulness meditation can actually change the shape of your brain through neuroplasticity. Research shows that the gray matter, the area of the brain responsible for emotional regulation and planning and problem solving, is and as well as the cortical thickness, which is responsible for learning and memory, can both increase with regular mindfulness meditation. And alternatively, the amygdala, which regulates how we feel stress and fear and anxiety, all that fight and flight, that actually decreases in size. So you can actually help your brain. I do have some activities now to sort of give you an idea about what mindfulness activities are like. So the first step is to get comfortable. Find yourself a position where you can be sitting with your feet planted on the ground and your hands face up in your lap or face down, whatever is sort of easiest for you and feels like you can maintain it. Then relax your body and follow your breath. So you just want to be able to clear your mind and breathe in naturally, in and out. It doesn't have to be super big breaths. You don't have to do Lamaze breaths, just normal, natural breathing. If a thought or a memory comes into your mind, just let it go. You don't have to feel guilty or bad that you have those thoughts. Just continue to acknowledge that it has happened and move back to being calm. This is your first step for meditation, and you're always going to do this first. Once you've done this, there are a variety of activities that you can use to try to figure out how to get to that calm center place within yourself. One of them is imagining walking down an inner spiral staircase. So you imagine that there's a spiral staircase within you and that you're walking down that staircase, going at your own pace, just walking and making the staircase as light or as dark as you wish, with as many windows as you wish, and just slowly walking down and walking and walking. And as you walk, notice, are you tired? Are you afraid? What kind of steps are you taking? Are they steep? Are they shallow? Is it light or dark? And as you move towards your center, moving towards your own wisdom and center, simply just walking at your own pace. And when you're ready, you open your eyes and come back to the room that you're in and try to maintain that awareness of your center. So that's one way of doing it. For other people, a visualization of a stone floating in a lake may work, and just focusing again on your breathing and visualization. If you want, there are lots of these visualizations online that you can find. Finally, that's for meditation, but in some cases there are other ways to be mindful, as I said, that are about being in your present moment and outside of meditation. So some of those could be related to eating or music, any of the things that have to do with our senses. So one activity that you can try is to eat a single raisin mindfully. Now, this is one of those things where you probably just eat a bunch of nuts or raisins and you pop them in your mouth and you don't even think about it because you're in a rush. So in this case, actually pick up the raisin, look at it, smell it, just think about it, and don't, move on to the next thing in your day. Then when you put it in your mouth, slowly begin eating it, noticing the texture and the taste and the flavor, really slowly. So some of these activities can help you to sort of just see and notice things that you probably wouldn't otherwise. Another activity to bring that mindfulness is to think back to your favorite memory. And instead of writing it down with your regular hand, write it with your non-dominant hand, so your left hand if you're right-handed. And then think about how did it change the experience of thinking about that memory to be trying to focus on how you were writing. Because so often when we're writing with our dominant hand, we know what to do. Our hand gets ahead of our brain. We're probably not even thinking about what we're writing half the time. By focusing on the activity of writing with our hand, you're being more present in that moment and you can appreciate it. There's lots of these activities that you can do, and if you're looking for more of them, you can check out the blog on our website about mindfulness. As well, we have resources for how to use mindfulness activities with your family and particularly with children. Have a great day.
Summer Starts at EPL is coming! All throughout summer, kids will read, participate in fun activities, and win prizes. But don't feel left out, grown-ups. We have a summer reading program for you, too. Summer Reads is our adult version, and there's something for readers of all ages this summer at EPL.